Sherman and Tingle in the morning.
Man, it is good to be back from Vegas, but I love going there, and I love staying there.
Well, you were there a little bit longer than I was. It just kind of worked out that you and I were there at the same time. That was not planned really at all. Ours was kind of like a last-minute plan just so we could go to that U2 show at Sphere, which I will get into later on this morning because that's a whole subject on its own.
The great thing that I got to introduce Sherman to was our world of organized gambling. And Sherman got a taste of it and was victorious in the most excellent way ever. Let me explain to you this method of gambling that we do. So in Vegas, the slots on the floor, the main slots on the floor is where Vegas makes their money. Those slots are for suckers. You want to win, you got to bet big to win big. And that is high limit slot area. But because we are not high rollers are the people who are millionaires, who go there and they put $20,000, $30,000 into a machine like it's not even a big deal. We are not those people. So what we do is organized gambling. We chip in. We have a team. You know, there are 5 guys. We all put $100 into a machine. That's $500 into a slot machine.
It's a lot of money.
That's how we win. Well, Sherman was invited to be a part of this extravaganza. He puts in $100 for him and Katie, and we gave Sherman the honor of the first spin on the $10 a pull, actually $20 a pull, because you do max bet, Wheel of Fortune. And Sherman's first spin, Wheel of Fortune, for a quick $300, right?
That was a nice payday.
That was the very first spin, but then we kept going. And then we hit again. And that's what we did the whole trip, is just make so much money on this group gambling. It's awesome.
So I use that information. I use that information. So then Katie and I, when we go back to our hotel, by the way, your hotel was Cosmo.
Yeah.
Mine was Treasure Island.
Yeah, that's bootleg. They want your money.
Which was really cool back in 1993. Not so much anymore. We couldn't even find the high limit slots. We found it out and back by a dumpster, and we blew through. We didn't get paid one time.
Yeah.
It didn't work out at all.
I think that was your location.
My location.
I don't know many high rollers who go to Treasure Island. I really just don't. So you know what I'm saying?
See, Katie made the accommodations at Treasure Island because it was like a last minute thing.
That was probably cheap.
It was very inexpensive compared to your place, which I saw when we went to the pool. When we went to the pool, even going through your hotel when we met
like
you at Cosmo.
AARP party?
It was, I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, it was very, hey, is Glenn Miller going to play later tonight? And so we're at the pool, and I mean, here's
DJ Roosevelt!
It was nice weather. So we're sitting by the pool, and, you know, you're looking around, you're like, oh, God. Let's just put our glasses on and go to sleep. And then there was one woman that was there, and she was dressed completely like a Kardashian. And she was there, and she stood out like a sore thumb because she's the only one.
Right.
And so Katie and I, we have fun with that. So we love people watching. We're like color commentators just watching people. And I make this analogy, which, by the way, don't ever do this. A horrible idea. For some reason in my mind, it was a great idea. I say, listen, I go, that person right there is a Ferrari. And Katie goes, what are you talking about? She's a Ferrari. I go, there's a lot of maintenance involved with that person right there. I go, the oil changes are expensive. Anytime.
Always engine trouble.
Always engine trouble. You're worried about anybody trying to steal the car. I'm using this analogy like, hey, that's problems. You don't want it. Do you want to rent that vehicle? Maybe. But you don't want to own that vehicle because there's a lot that goes along with that vehicle.
It's a great analogy.
They don't tell you.
I like that.
Well, so then she goes, well, what kind of car am I? That's where I should have dipped out of the conversation.
But you did not. What'd you call it? Let me guess.
What?
You said Ford Festiva.
I know. I didn't go
Okay,
that.
what'd you say?
I said, and I thought it was a very loving thing to say.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something bad.
Said, hey, you're a Chevy Camaro. She didn't like that answer. She goes, what do you mean I'm a Chevy Camaro? I go, Chevy Camaro. Got a lot of power. You can torque the wheels. See, I'm already digging.
Yeah,
I'm digging.
you're reaching.
I'm digging, and so then I keep going with. I kick up. No. A Chevy Camaro is fantastic. It goes fast. It looks great.
Oh, you call it fast?
She goes, now just stop. So then a couple of minutes would go by, and I'd think of something else. I'm like, they're beautiful cars, though. They're convertible. She goes, I get it. I
Called her a Chevy Camaro.
She's a Chevy Camaro. That's a fantastic vehicle.
No.
Should have stopped there.
You should have even said,
don't
come on,
bring
man.
up any Chevy product when you're trying to make an analogy like that, especially at a pool.
You called your wife a Chevy Camaro.
At a pool that looks like an old country buffet with a pool planted in the middle of it.
That's when you call her, oh, you're a Bentley. Honey, baby,
No,
you're a Bentley.
no.
You called her a Chevy Camaro?
No, that would destroy my analogy. But she's going to go. She goes, hey, a Bentley's just as much as problems as a Ferrari. I was trying to give her...
But in my eyes, you're worth it. See, you could have turned it around so much.
Yeah.
I would go in the debt for you.
Yeah.
Because you're so worth it. And then you called her a Chevy Camaro. You said, yeah, you probably have a burnt orange color.
I didn't say anything about the color or anything like that. I just thought that was a compliment. It's not. Don't ever use that analogy. It doesn't work out. Even if you're in Vegas, it still doesn't work. She did, though. She fell down. We went out to Circa. Oh, my God. She got so plowed.
Yeah, I never seen Katie so hammered. That was so funny. She was sitting at the table. Sherman was off talking to someone, and she's sitting there, and she's trying to hold her balance. She goes, I gotta go. Oh! I gotta go. And then you eventually had to take her away.
It was almost like the earth was moving, only for her. She fell underneath a roulette table. She fell down. She fell in the elevator. How could you fall so many places? Then we get back to the room and snoring once again.
Hey, like they say, some people just can't handle Vegas.
Oh, it was a great time, though, even though completely broke. Didn't work out well for me.
I did so good, Sherman.
I did not.
I went to Vegas with exactly what I went with. I'm back with.
Yeah.
That's great.
The Sherman and Tingle Show. Mornings on 97.1 FM The Drive, Chicago's classic rock.